Based from Sportsnaut.com, here are the 15 best NBA players in 2020. 15. Paul George, Los Angeles Clippers. One of the few two-way players in the league, George is a terror on both ends of the court. He can drop 20 to 25 points on a nightly basis, while also shutting down the opposing team's best player. Fairly durable throughout his career, George's age 30 makes it difficult to see where his ceiling is at this point. 14. Donovan Mitchell, Utah Jazz. Since coming into the league in the 2017, Mitchell has proven to be a fast-rising star in the NBA. The 23-year-old is a nightly 24-4 threat, and even as the focal point in the offense, his percentages have stayed consistent in his 3 years in the league. If he is able to keep producing, it is not outside the realm of possibility to see Mitchell average 25.55 moving forward. 13. NIKOLA, JOKIC, Denver Nuggets. Not the fleetest of foot, JOKIC's game has always been predicated on his methodical movement and amazing IQ. The two-time All-Star is only 25, but he can easily put up 20-10 with 7 assists as the focal point of the Nuggets' offense. Considering his age, it's not out of the question to see JOKIC develop a three-point shot and become a better all-around player. 12. KYRIE Irving, Brooklyn Nets. Probably the best ball handler of all time, Irving's mastery with a basketball is undeniable. He can score 50 or any given night and drop any defender that's in front of him. But purported locker room issues, his injury history and his defensive struggles make it difficult to rank him within the top 10. Still only 28, Irving has ample time to improve on those facets. 11. Damian Lillard, Portland Trailblazers. No doubt one of the best clutch shot makers in recent history, the 29-year-old Lillard definitely knows what time it is when it comes to the game. The three-time All-Star has led the Trailblazers in almost every facet since being drafted in 2012, and it doesn't seem like that is changing anytime soon. Even with his noted defensive struggles, Lillard has been durable and good locker room presence. 10. Russell Westbrook, Houston Rockets. A constant triple-double threat, the 31-year-old Westbrook has yet to properly lead a team deep into the playoffs, primarily due to his style of play. Still, the intensity and ferocity with which he plays the game is unmatched. With defenders already respecting his athleticism, if Westbrook can develop a three-point shot and learn to play a more consistent style of basketball, he can rocket back into the top 5. 9. Kevin Durant, Brooklyn Nets. At 6'11", the 31-year-old Durant is unlike any player the NBA has ever seen. He can back you down in the post and can drill deep daggers from deep and easily put up 30-10-5 on any night. He is also an excellent defensive player with his height and wingspan, averaging more than a block per game. 8. Luka Doncic, Dallas Mavericks. At only 21, Doncic is doing things for the Mavericks that have not been done since LeBron James. Nearly averaging a 30-10-10 in only his second year, the sky is the limit for Doncic and the Mavericks. Even though his three-point shooting needs to improve, defenders are still respecting his shot because he has shown that he can hit three-pointers from any range, especially when the game is on the line. 7. Jimmy Butler, Miami Heat. On his third team in 3 years, the 30-year-old Butler is hoping that Miami is the best destination for him long-term. Leading the team in scoring, 19.9, assists, 6.0, steals, 1.8, and free throw attempts, 9.1 per game, Butler has embraced the Heat's winning culture with great success thus far. 6. James Harden, Houston Rockets. Maybe one of the best offensive players in NBA history, Harden has shown that he can lead a team as the #1 option on offense. At 30, Harden is seemingly able to find new and creative ways to get the ball in the basket every year, no matter how questionable it may look. Even with lackluster defensive effort, his ability to go for a 60-point triple-double makes him one of the most dangerous offensive players in the NBA. 5. Anthony Davis, Los Angeles Lakers. The 27-year-old Davis has been a two-way presence since being the first pick back in 2012. His numbers have been improving every year, and if he keeps up this pace, he is Hall of Fame worthy. Davis's penchant for continually improving each year is unmatched, and playing in Los Angeles can only do wonders for his game and his marketability. 4. Stephen Curry, Golden State Warriors. Curry's status as a top 5 player in the league is in doubt after missing most of the season with a broken hand. Nevertheless, the 32-year-old's ability on the court is undeniable. Defenders respect him because of his limitless range, and when he drives, he can find the open man. If he's able to regain some of his durability in the future, there's no doubt that Curry is a top 5 player. But for now, he'll have to settle for 7th, just like where he was drafted. 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Milwaukee Bucks. While it could be argued that James is still the best player in the NBA, Antetokounmpo has proven it on both sides of the ball. The 25-year-old reigning MVP was in the top 5 in almost all categories. Although Antetokounmpo needs to improve his shooting, mainly his three-point and free throw shooting, there's evidence to show that he is working on that facet of his game. Considering his age, if he's able to hit at an above-average clip, Giannis can be the face of the league for at least the next 5 years. If all works out for Antetokounmpo, he could end up as one of the greatest players of all time. 2. Kawhi Leonard, Los Angeles Clippers. The elite defensive player of the NBA, the 29-year-old Leonard lets his play do all the talking, and rightly so. The two-time NBA Finals MVP has improved on every facet of his game, averaging career highs in points, 27.1, rebounds, 7.1, and assists, 4.9, during the regular season. The fact that Leonard seemingly doesn't care about regular season stats or accolades and would rather focus on the postseason success just goes to show what type of player he is. 1. LeBron James, Los Angeles Lakers. Even at 35, James is still finding ways to improve his game. Look no further than the fact that he averaged a career-high 10.2 assists in his 17th season. His career numbers, 27-7-7, are unheard of in this day and age. The fact that James seems to be doing it almost effortlessly makes it seem like he can play for another 5+ years. Although his defense has taken a step back as he has gotten older, James is still a formidable defensive player when called upon. There will never be another player like James, with the raw athleticism and all-around play that he brings to the table every night. His body of work over his career is why James is considered one of the top 2 players in NBA history, and quite honestly, he can still be considered to be the best player in the NBA.